Today I fucked up by leaving my husband's delay cream out on the nightstand. Actually happened today. Mandatory forgive my formatting. I am on mobile. Hubs has no problem lasting, but I do engage in some BDSM, female domination with him, and I love giving him long, slow, tease sessions. Sometimes I'll trick him into thinking I've lubed him up properly for a great HJ, but a few minutes later he's numb and realizes I can playfully torture him for hours. Well, last night we had a hot session as one does at the end of a long week, and we are recovering from some illnesses we've been spreading around back and forth for like a month. Here's where I effed up. I left this ejaculation delay cream out on the nightstand. Flash forward to this morning. My mom was helping me wrap presents in my bedroom and decided her hands were dry from this Arctic blast we are all feeling in USA, can. I'm still wrapping and thinking nothing of it as I hear her rub her hands together with what I assumed was my lotion. Nope. A few minutes later my mom is panicking as her hands start feeling numb, asking me to get her medical treatment ASAP. I looked over, immediately realized what she had done, panicked and had to explain to her, Mom. This isn't normal lotion. It's a numbing cream. She says, why the hell did you need that in your bedroom? Me. Blank stare. Just read it, Mom. We aren't having issues, it is just fun to really prolong things. Bottle reads. STA erect. Delay cream for men. Decrease sensitivity for extended play. Maximize performance and partner satisfaction. Delay the onset of orgasm. You could have heard a pin drop. Her jaw dropped for a few seconds before dying of laughing. I sheepishly joined in. Too long did not read. Left my husband's ejaculation delay cream out on my nightstand. My mom's dry hands cause her to need lotions. Mom panicked and thinks she's having a medical emergency until I explained to her that she didn't use hand lotion, but a penis sensitivity reducing cream. Edit for all those asking. I missed out on a huge affiliate marketing scheme, but here is the link to the lotion. STA Erect Delay for Men 2 ounces. Boxed. The real gift you gave her this year was an anecdote she could tell at bridge nights for the rest of her days. OMG, I can't believe you just told her to read it. My panic brain would have went into excuse mode. Oh, it's to help with waxing pain. Hubs pulled a muscle and said it helped, etc. Your poor dad has no idea what's coming. Hint. Not him. This one time we were buying condoms and ended up getting a different brand. I think it said something about extended pleasure, but neither of us paid it much attention. Until I started going down on him and my entire mouth went numb and I thought I was having a stroke. This is why you shouldn't just pick up others people's stuff. Read bottles. Tears of joy rolling on the floor laughing. Just be glad it was your mom and not your mill. Today I fucked up by getting my 66-year-old father a book. So I, 30 female, planned Christmas Eve boxes for parents, both 66, and my boyfriend, 31 male. These things have been stressing me TF out. I hand-burned, pyrography, individual designs on each box and went out and bought fluffy socks, a puzzle book, an interesting book, some chocolates and some alcohol. My father is notoriously hard to buy for. He has everything he could possibly need, so my partner helped me find the books to put in his box. We went for a small Sudoku book and a book called, Brilliantly Bad, subtitled, Inventions So Bad They're Good. I flicked open, saw a page called, Combined Coat and Urinal, giggled and told my boyfriend we shouldn't. He similarly flicked to a page and found something equally as benign and said it was fine. Agreed. We purchased the book and it was placed in his box, happily containing its knowledge until tonight. We all opened our boxes, much oohing and hing at the thoughtful books. Everyone begins to flick through. I'm joyfully watching the happiness I have brought to my loved ones, and then I look over at my father. The man who raised me is say they're slowly turning deeper shades of red as he tries desperately to maintain his composure and not laugh. I ask what he spotted, expecting that he's having a chuckle over the urinal coat or some other underpant-related invention. Nope. He giggles like a schoolgirl and announces to the room that he's looking at a design for a sexual device with a smoking pipe. My other half loses it and is giggling almost as much as my father. My mother looks horrified, and I want the ground to open up and swallow me. But no, it doesn't. Instead, my father regales us with such wonders as, the musical condom, man's DIY erection truss, nipple suppression device, and portable vibrating bidet. My mother is trying to process what's going on whilst asking questions that should never be uttered by a 66-year-old woman, such as, why does a bidet need to vibrate? Why are they talking about nipples? What's that picture of? Needless to say, my father thinks this is the best Christmas present ever and wishes to take it to all family events over the next few weeks. My boyfriend is gleefully laughing at my complete and utter embarrassment, and my mother keeps asking about things that I never ever wanted to discuss with her. So yeah, Christmas is great. Too long did not read. I bought my 66 father a book filled with not safe for work inventions without realizing, and now my mother won't stop asking me questions I really do not want to answer. Reply with, "I'll tell you when you're older," give her a taste of her own medicine grin. Sounds like your dad is sick of being coddled, and you have one hell of a high bar to beat next year. My mother, 78, read 50 Shades and told me it was pretty tame. I said, if you want to read something shocking, read this. Then sent her 120 Days of Sodom, by the Marquis de Sade. Ha ha ha, she could only read a few pages. I'm not seeing the foo here. Sounds like you have great parents. Both my parents are gone now, but my mom was the coolest mother ever. She always said I could ask her anything, and I did, and we had the best relationship because of it. Were there embarrassing moments? For me, sure. My mom always laughed them off, and eventually. So did I miss her very much. Thanks for the memory. I see no fuck up. I hope he gathers the family around the fireplace and reads from this book. Today I fucked up by pronouncing Milwaukee wrong my whole life and sounding like drunk Super Mario. Not a big foo, but funny nonetheless. I'm Italian, so I have only read many names of American places, without ever hearing them. For some reason, my stupid brain always read Milwaukee as Milwaukee. So every time I read it, in my head I went with a strong Super Mario accent. Milwaukee, like, it's a me, Mario. So, many times when I spoke to American people, one way or another I slipped in the Milwaukee phrase, half screamed in a Super Mario voice, when talking about states, but for some reason they never corrected me. I always thought it was just a lame joke, based on the look they gave me, so I moved on. Queued a few days ago, when I heard Milwaukee pronounced for the first time. First I was confused, then it hit me. Oh no. I was so embarrassed I wanted to bury myself alive. I must have sounded like a lunatic, just randomly screaming a nonsense word in a Super Mario voice. All those looks were not because the joke was lame. It was because they thought I was insane or something. So yeah, now I have to get accustomed to the boring Milwaukee pronunciation and face many future shower moments where my brain will give me Milwaukee flashbacks. TL. Doctor. Randomly screamed Milwaukee with a Super Mario voice for years. Now I feel like an absolute idiot. Anyone gonna tell this guy Milwaukee is also not a state? As a Milwaukee native, this made me smile. If it makes you feel any better, most of us don't even pronounce our city's name the correct way. It's more, Milwaukee. We definitely sound lazy compared to how it's spelled. Yes, Pete, it is. Actually, it's pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land. As a fellow Italian, I feel you, man. I struggle with a lot of British names like Greenwich, Leicester, and so on. Milwaukee is just too funny though. Reminds me of the time a customer asked if we had a wee-wee, meaning bathroom, and he was about 25. Both me and his friend got second-hand embarrassment so hard. I had to ask him twice what a wee-wee was, he just kept saying it. Today I fucked up by overdrinking on my birthday. So I, 21M, was celebrating my birthday yesterday at a bar, and apparently I am a super lightweight because I was flirting and drinking, and literally 4 cups of beer later and I'm out cold. I remember nothing except this morning at like 2 o'clock I briefly woke up to a girl kissing my face, and I was on the couch in some small apartment and I passed out again before waking up to this girl on top of me, without a condom. I quickly ran out of there with the nastiest headache imaginable, and I called my friend Brenda, 24F, to pick me up. She did so and took care of my monster hangover for a few hours before it got less bad. I got a text from said girl like 5 minutes ago, as I apparently got her number. I still don't know who she is. Too long did not read. I overdrank and woke up under a random girl. Edit. I talked with my doctor, and the antidepressants I take are most likely what caused me to black out. I got a drug test, so I'll know for certain soon. Still talking through STI and saw stuff. 4 cups, or 4 pints? Blackout drunk off 4 beer is unusual. Are you taking any medication? Did you go with friends? What do they recall? Completely possible you were drugged, and then raped. It's also completely possible you had a drug interaction. Sounds like you got raped. Oh boy, being raped on your 21st is definitely not going to be a fond memory down the line. Get tested. Report that girl to the police. Hey man, I only ask one thing of you. If this is a true story, which I'm inclined to believe it is, please update us with any developments. Take the advice of the other commenters, and I'm sorry this happened to you. Bro. Sorry that happened to you. You gotta do some things now. 1. Get tested for drugs. I'm pretty sure your drink was spiked. 2. Get tested for STDs. This shit is serious. 3. Report her to the police.